Hello. Hello. Good morning. Son las 5 de la mañana. Good morning. I see you. Let me stop playing. Alright. So I know y'all miss me and whatever. But I've been like, I'm kind of glad I'm in Facebook jail. I've got about 10 more days. They really like, I went off. I've been going off on these racist ass bitches. But I do my videos and my platform for a reason, so I'm not gonna let people and they belligerent asses and they blatant racism ever get me out of character. I'm gonna continue to spit my knowledge and spit my facts, but to allow something to get me out of character is a dub. Not again. No, it's not happening. Um, but being on this Facebook restriction has allowed me to spend more time on my business, um, my platform, my channel, um, things that I want to get into, investing in myself, and actually keeping me sane and like not looking at all this bullshit that's going on the media. I do want to address. Don't be surprised when I get back within this 10, 12 days back on my Facebook. I'm gonna actually make another page and like have people that I actually want on my page. Um, for the so-called people I know and so-called friends, do not be surprised when you see yourself removed off my page when I get back on Facebook. Please do not be surprised, because I'm coming for you. That'll be the first thing I do, is blocking your ass off my page. Whether you're a friend, whether you consider yourself a friend, family of mine, you're getting blocked. I meant that shit. If I seen some, especially if you're black or you're Hispanic, you're black. If I see some shit on your page disrespecting me and my black men and women in my family, you're off my page and you're out of my life. I don't even want to associate with you. I'm being dead serious. If I've already scrolled down your timeline and I blatantly see the disrespect you posting Candace Owens talking about racism as a conspiracy, do you know how dumb you look posting some shit that this paid ass person? I just seen an interview with her on TI. I'm not a Democrat or I'm not a Republican. I was a liberal and Trump changed me from being that. You know, first of all, you got your little blog fame and stuff like that from cracking jokes on Trump. You was never a Trump supporter. That's number one. Number two, I don't know if people are not looking deep into who Candace Owens is and the facts. You must be dumb as a box of rocks. You're a donkey. You are. Because if you did know who Candace Owens is, you would know that her mother won $37,000 from the school from fighting racism. Her child was bullied. So for her to go back and say that racism doesn't exist and that lynching of black men is a myth is sick. Police brutality is a myth. That's sick. For her to, and then for you to repost that and these George Floyd facts to speak on a man who died on camera, brutalized by police on camera, for you to sit there and put up strong fists and bigging her up and all that, you're sick. You're a sick ass black man or female. You're just as sick as she is. Literally. Literally. I watched it and I peeped shit. And when you do shit like that and you want to laugh and shit like that, you disrespect, not only disrespecting yourself as a black man, you dummy, you disrespecting me and what I stand for. And I stand for being a black woman. Period. Period. Bottom line, I got black men in my family. I got black nephews. Okay? And this ain't just about the black men, it's about the black women too. Look at Sandra Bland. Look at Breonna Taylor. Rest in peace. Slavery was. So you saying slavery was a myth? Do you understand what you're entertaining and what you like and what you're reposting? That's like you saying your ancestors was a myth. We got a habit of appraising our criminals in the black community. What the fuck does the white people do? Why do they still have Confederate flags and Confederate statues? That's not praising. That's not praising the that's not praising evil. That's not looking at the evil man as a hero. having Confederate flags and statues still standing? Isn't slavery over? Isn't it over? And now we start taking down some of the Confederate statues, and you got 5 black men found in California or more hanging from a tree. Like this is the fucking, like this is 400 years ago. In 2020, when the Confederate statues were being taken down, you found men in California hung from a tree. But this is just conspiracy, right? It's just conspiracy, right? Racism is a democratic thing. This is a democrat. Since when does racism have to do with Republic or Democrat? What? You got KKKs that's not publics nor Democrats. But you're reposting what Candace Owens says. Dummy. Dummy. You look dumb. And I don't want you as a friend on Facebook, and I don't want you as a friend in my life. Especially when you walk around with tan or brown skin yourself and you want to act like it doesn't exist. What, because you're not a shade darker? Get stopped by the motherfucking police and see your ass don't get treated just accordingly. Especially if I've already done experienced racism from your people, whether it's your family or whatever the case may be, and still let that shit slide. But I'm not letting, it's only so much I'm going to let shit slide. And you know who you are. The few people out there that I peeped, you will know who you are because you're going to get the fuck off my page. And I will not. I will not lose no sleep of speaking to you or having a relationship with you or none of that, with all due respect. I don't mean no disrespect by saying that. I'm speaking facts. I will not. I will not. Because your cowardness showed me you don't give a fuck about my black life nor your own. Puerto Rican or Dominican, black person, or any other Hispanic race. I got Mexicans, I got white people in my family with black fathers. I'm gonna say that again. I got white people, Mexican people, Salvadorian people, all types of people in my family with black mothers or fathers. How dare you? I will not stand. I will not stand for no bigotry. I will not. If that's how you feel, you think it's funny, you think racism is a joke, you think racism is a conspiracy, you need to school yourself. Especially if you're trying to chant on with Candace Owens, a female that's been saying these same lines, sounding like a robot, about the black community, about why don't we have black fathers? Black fathers are removed from the house. Da, 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 da. Listen, that I will not go for all the time. Period. Yes, you have the system aligned where the black fathers are removed out of the house, yes, when it comes to like having to get on welfare and stuff. At the end of the day, that does not stop a black father from being in his child's life. These niggas don't want to be in their child's life. That's the problem. If you want to really look out for your community, as you're saying, and acknowledge black flaws and the stigmatism in their own community, acknowledge the facts. These niggas ain't trying to take care of their kids, and they need to get their shit together. Period. Black and brown. Because my baby daddies are Hispanic. And ain't shit. So let's just be real about that. Let's be real about that. You on TV talking the same thing that Frederick Douglass said, Booker T. Washington, hell, Louis Farrakhan. You saying the same thing that these scholars, these educated men who stood for the black people actually, been saying and trying to come across for over 15 years. You got Dr. Umar, who everybody turned his back on. I understand that, yes, because he was supposed to build the school and didn't build the school. Yes. But did that man speak truth? Hell to the yes. He exposed the school system and the supremacy to the maximum. Dr. Umar, yes. I give him props for that. The scandal afterwards and shit like that, That's another topic. But we talking about people, activists that already been exposing this. Muhammad, Shahrazad Ali. This is not something new, Miss Owens. This is not. What are you saying? Sooner or later, your black votes don't matter. Your black votes don't matter anyway. That's why I don't understand why people be and then want to post this Terrence Williams character. Are you not aware that he went to the White House and ate with Trump? Are you not aware that these people are being paid to cause confusion? They're part of the problem. Are you not aware of that? Is your brain? Are you still? You still got the lock on your brain like your ancestors did? You obviously do. Your brain is still locked like your ancestors was. Because you feeding into that bullshit, and then you got the nerve to repost that shit on your page, and they're speaking against you and your black Hispanic sons and daughters. Is what they're doing. But yet you're reposting it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Silly rabbit. Silly fucking rabbit, you. You're a disgrace to the black community. People like you are part of the problem. Don't tell me racism don't do this. I done stepped into places, work ethic places, and got stigmatized and called ghetto. It must have been because of the color of my skin, or maybe my serious face. Damn, but that don't give you a right to fucking judge me, because you don't know a fuck thing about me. So for no, can't nobody tell me racism. Nobody in their right mind could tell any black person that's not in denial that racism don't exist. Period. You even got the law enforcement that's stepping down from their jobs because they're aware of the system of white supremacy. You got one of the officers that killed George Floyd found in a Walmart. What I said, these niggas get off on restitution. I'm supposed to clap my hands or be satisfied because they being faced with first degree or second degree murder? No, they're not. You're dumb enough to believe that. And lo and behold, I was right. People don't get arrested for that. It's a system. When are you gonna understand that? A conspiracy? It happens every 4 years. Racism. The Democrat Party brings racism into line. No, the Democrats don't. So the police officers that go around lynching black people, it happens every 4 years. Is what you're saying? And that they're democratic people. Do you do you understand the magnitude of the ignorance that this woman speaks? Clearly you don't because you're just as dumb. You're just as dumb. And it's sad. For you to actually repost some shit about Candace Owens talking about George Floyd, let me guess. How about Philando Castile? Rest in peace. The man, and it's on camera. The police gunned him down, shot him to death with his 5-year-old daughter in the back seat and his wife in the passenger side. He said, "Can you give me your license and registration?" The man went to go reach for it. He worked in a school at that. Good man. He went to go reach for it, and you gunned him down. The wife got out the car and threw up. I would have threw up, God forbid. Just watch your husband get his head, chest, heart blown out of his body, daughter in the back seat. What? She said on camera, "Sir, you asked my husband to reach for his wallet. You asked him to reach for his wallet. Why would you shoot him to death?" Let me guess. That was around voting time, right? No, the fuck it wasn't. No, the fuck it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There's no system aligned against black people, but yet you got a viral video of a white woman walking her dog in a park. All the man asked her to do was put the dog on a leash because she was a white woman and she was asked, or she felt like she was told something to do legally, what you're supposed to do by a black person. She had a problem. She said, "I'm going to call the cops on you and tell them that there's a black man that's threatening me." I'm going to repeat that again because that video was fucking viral. "I'm going to call the cops." That's okay. "I'm going to call the cops and just let them know that there's a black man that I feel threatened by." said, please do. So what she was telling that black man, that's okay, because you're a black man. If I call the cops, I can get you fucking killed. And racism is a conspiracy. Lynching the black man is a conspiracy. Got the nerve to then the chick is talking about, oh, sooner or later our black folks won't matter. Bitch, they never matter. No vote matters. But do you not know by now Congress makes a decision? The president only gets the, the paperwork set on his desk, and he's the one that has to speech it out to the public. He don't call the shots. If you don't know that by now, then you're dumb as fuck. And you're sitting there arguing over politics and arguing over somebody who don't even call the fucking shots. They got the Supreme Court. That's one of the most highest judicial branches, I believe, the Supreme Court. Say that they're not going to enforce capitalized punishments on police brutality. Doesn't that tell you something right there? They're not going to capitalize punishment on police brutality from the Supreme Court. I wonder why. I wonder why. Got the nerve to say that George Floyd is the reason why people are protesting? No, he just opened up a can of worms, and rest his peace and soul. Rest his soul in peace. For us to start fighting for rights again. Because there's too many people that's already died on camera. I don't understand that. His murder was on camera, sweetie. Our ancestors were burned and hung from trees on camera, and it didn't stop. Martin Luther King was assassinated. Civil rights. Malcolm X. It did not stop. When are you gonna realize it's not going to stop? And that things we need to move different to eliminate the oppressor. When are you going to realize that? A lot of us do realize that, but you got some of them out there that's part of the problem that sit there and chant on and obsess with Candace Owens and this Terrence Williams character. You got some people that are still dumb. And a lot of grown folks at that, too. We grown ass people. You telling me as a black, as a Hispanic man, you saying that as a man at that, prime target, that racism is a conspiracy? So your ancestors that was hung was a conspiracy. Your ancestors, them women that had white people sucking on their titties, but yet they couldn't even drink or get fed, that had white women beating babies out of them, that had that had that had their so-called master ripping the babies out your ancestors' womb and feeding it to the crocodiles, or taking your sons, your black Hispanic sons, and raping them in front of your face because your great 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 grandmother didn't want to have sex with master. That was a conspiracy. That was a conspiracy, right? I think her name is Jane Elliott. One of the most one of the most smartest white people ever. I'm pretty sure everybody know who Jane Elliott is. She stayed exposing the white supremacists. I posted a video of her just a couple of weeks ago. I'm not speaking no bullshit. That's a fact. We were never minority, and we still not minority. How could you possibly destroy what the hell is the beginning and the end? Be serious. Our genes are always gonna run through everybody's blood. You dummy. So what are you eliminating? That shit is real. Even Jane Elliott made a documentary on that shit. Black men are fucking lynched because they want to try to decrease the population of the black man. So they lynch the black man. That's not no secret. And they breed with us black women to keep their offspring going. That's not no fucking secret. You out your fucking mind. How dare you talk about this as racism as a conspiracy? As a black Hispanic man or a black Hispanic woman, racism is a conspiracy? And I don't understand how it could come out somebody's mouth that actually been through racism so bad that their parents sued the school and won a lawsuit, a lump sum of money off of it, off of the school. I really don't understand that. So people, you're that dumb that you don't know who you listening to. You clearly still haven't even done your research on who the fuck this character Karen Owens is. You haven't. Nor this character Terrence Williams, because you would realize what the fuck you're looking at and where the problem lies. People are paid off. Are you dumb? Are you are clearly that lost, that ignorant. But let me tell you something, I won't see your ignorance no more on my page, and I won't have that ignorance no more in my life. Because if you stand against me, if you don't stand for me, you stand against me. If you don't, especially hell, if you don't stand for yourself as a black person, period. Since when does the black vote matter? Since when does any vote? They need the black vote more than anything. Oh, they do. I thought we was minority. There's not many of us. So why does our vote count so much? Come on, people, read between the fucking lines. Stop being so. You can't be ignorant your whole fucking life now. Damn. Especially when you claim to believe in God. Ask for wisdom and knowledge. Ask and you shall receive. If you're willing to. Like, damn, this shit is disgusting. The ignorance that you see in our people. It's disgusting. Filthy. And you're part of the systematic problem. People like you. Because in all reality, you're in denial and hate the skin that you're in, just like Candace Owens and Terrence Williams. In all reality, you are oppressed and you hate the skin that you're in. I had somebody send me an inbox or some shit. Some lady talking about black on black crime. Sweetie, I don't give a. Let me rephrase that. Because that shit needs to stop too. Especially when we know we are the superior. That's the bottom line. I'm gonna post a video too of a white girl talking about that shit too. How is white is not even a race, just like Hispanic is not. But yet you call yourself superior. Okay, let's not go there though. But I had somebody, especially when you're not black, don't ever send me no shit in my fucking inbox. Speaking on black crime. Don't ever do no shit like that. Because the black on black crime ain't got shit to do with the system aligned against the black man. Ain't no other race out there lynched, hunted for. Literally, ain't no other race out there hunted for besides the black man. So miss me with the black on black crime. And let me speak to the black community. Yeah, we need to get that shit together. You know why? Because you got it's us against the whole world. And we need to get that shit together so that can never be an excuse. It can never be an excuse, and it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse to what the fuck is going on and the fact of the matter that's been going on for hundreds of years. It's not an excuse. But to not give them a reason, uh, a sick a reason to even try to make it a plausible for what's going on, you need to do better. Yes, there's white on white crimes. There's this and this crime, this and like yes, that's yes, absolutely. Every race has crime on crime. We're speaking of the fact of the matter. Period. When I see shit like that on your page too, I'm unfriending you out of Facebook and out of my life. Literally. You send some dumb shit like that to my inbox, you're getting blocked too. Friend, folk, teacher, old teachers of mine, anything. When this, when my account unfreezes, you'll know who you are because you're getting the fuck up out of here. You gotta go. You gotta go. Because it's disgusting. I will not stand for some bigot ass Negro at that. A bigot Negro. It's hilarious. A bigot nigga posting some racist ass shit about our own people to justify what the fuck the system is aligned with. I will not. I will not. I will. How are you even comfortable? And I can say honest to God, I never even watched the whole video of George Floyd. I see like little clips or something. That's about it. I've never indulged in that video, and I will not indulge in that video. I will not. I will not. But for you to have actually watched it or anything like that, and be like when you talk to your to a black person, yeah, that was messed up and blah blah blah, and then you post some opposite shit with Candace Owens bashing this man who died from police brutality on camera because he was a black man. That's a fucking problem. You have a problem within yourself as well, and that shit needs to be fixed. Especially when you got black sons out there, Hispanic black sons and grandsons and granddaughters or black daughters, Hispanic daughters who could fuck around and have a baby with a full black man. Then what you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I be laughing at this sometimes with this racist shit, especially when it comes to to the Lord. It's like, what you gonna say to Jesus, who's a black Hebrew, and that's a fact? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Because to my knowledge, the only people he not coming back for is the Edomite, the heathen. So you going down with them because you're ashamed of who you are? More room for us in the kingdom. That's a whole fact. It's a whole fact. I don't even know what more to say about it. Like, because I do know a lot. The way I want to address it and what I really want to say, I can't say it. I can't say it on here, and I can't allow myself to even to give one that energy. Because you're not worth it. Hell, you're not even worth yourself. Especially when you're going against your own people. We have a habit of seeing the criminals as a hero in our community, says Candace Owens. But the white people don't have a habit of doing that. They don't keep Confederate flags from all them motherfuckers that hung our ancestors and burned them to death and stuff and lynched them and still do lynch them. That's why they still keep Confederate flags, because they know the system and they still with the system. That it doesn't click to you. But they're not appraising. They're not appraising the criminal, right? Confederate statues in the United States, where we're supposed the land of the free, one nation under God, all equal, and you have Confederate flags, and that's not still appraising the oppressor, the criminal, the real thugs at the hero. That's not keeping the thugs as a hero, because those are the real thugs. If you know the meaning of a thug, really, really. So that means you fall for anything, you stand for nothing. So you stand for nothing, obviously, because you're sitting there talking against your own people, posting videos from a coon who's ashamed because how bad she was terrorized with racism in her school, then turn around and married a white man, and then talks about the black people, and you reposting her shit, talking about yeah, against George Floyd, but yet she married to a white man who their people hang up Confederate flags and keep Confederate statues in our country. Really? Do you know how stupid you are? people was just found in California hung from trees. Like this is fucking 400 years ago. And it's a conspiracy? Let me guess, the Democrats went out there and hung some niggas off the tree again, right? The Democrats did that. Ooh, I'll see y'all soon, Facebook. I got a lot of people not even with the Facebook thing a lot too because they're doing too much. They want to keep these police brutality videos on going down your timeline and shit. But the minute you go to express yourself about racism, they want to block you. Or you go to address some racist ass cracker, they go to block you. But yet they keep the racist ass crackers comments on your fed, or these people posting um black people being lynched on your fed. Why that shit is not blocked or deleted off Facebook? A lot of people going to other platforms. I already have those platforms set up. But yeah, I'ma follow me on Big O. When I get back on Facebook, I'm definitely gonna give y'all my Big O account. Um, and I'll be going live there a lot too. Definitely. Y'all need to get involved with Big O anyway. It's the shit. BIGO. Big O. So yeah. To my people, power to my people, my supreme beings, superior. Um, we are on a rise as far as most of us are woke, and a lot of us are living better as far as financially and living better mentally, which is most important, especially spiritually, knowing the truth about God. Ooh, yeah, cat's out the bag, darling. Been out the bag. You're a big mad. Big mad. Um, damn, my skin is glowing. Woo, melanin's popping, baby. It's popping. It's popping. It's popping. It's popping. Glow on fleek. Glow on fleek. Mm, glow on fleek. You can literally, like, if you stand face to face with me, you can see your reflection through my nose or my forehead. I guess I could say I'm enlightened. I know I'm enlightened. I know I'm blessed. Especially what I went through and what I survived. I could say I've done seen death, um, close to it, many occasions, and I've seen God save me. I have. Um, anyway, my people, let's continue to be woke. Let's continue to be blessed. Continue to be safe. Let's teach our children. Let's continue to teach the truth. Um, let's continue to listen to our scholars, people that are for us. What you want to mimic now, stuff that Louis Farrakhan, Booker T. Washington, uh, Dr. Umar, people that actually stand for us. She's on stage saying the same thing, black oppression, but want to use it as a Democrat and Republican Party thing. Yeah. And you figure out the reason why. Start really looking into that. You're repeating the same thing our civil rights leaders said for centuries already. What are you're repeating that, but yet you're you're stuck on your oppressor's dick. You're repeating what our civil rights leaders have said, but yet you're against the black people. You want to acknowledge everything with the black people, but don't acknowledge the oppressor. And girl, bye. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. You can tell when people are paid, especially that big nose, big lip, annoying girly ass nigga Terrence Williams. You gotta be a damn fool. Gotta be a fool to sit there and appraise and then have the nerve to repost some shit about your own people, against your own people at that. But y'all, yeah, that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Got some people that's oppressed still, some people that's ashamed of who they are. In all reality, that's all it boils down to. You're ashamed of who you are. Um, I never knew like black bigots exist, and you know, like I didn't. Like, yeah, I met one person, an old hairstylist of mine. She was a dumbass black bigot. And then so when this shit started happening, that's when I really realized it. Like, and I said, oh no, I gotta get off of Facebook. I gotta get off of Facebook because this shit is really, it's you really, it's exposing who's around you. Like, it's really exposing shit. Like, for real. Mm-mm. And I will not have nobody around me that feel no type of way about me being black. Period. And hell, about your damn self being black, 'cause you black too. Hell no. Especially you know Hispanic person trying to look down on me. You much of a fucking nigga as I am. How dare you? You ain't gonna get treated no different if you were to get stopped by a damn cop. Nor your sons, nor your daughters, nor any of your family. The ignorance in people is serious. And I don't want that shit around me by a long shot. I don't care what type of relationship I have with you. Obviously, you don't either, because if you did, you would not disrespect yourself, you would not disrespect me, let alone yourself, on the type of level you doing by posting shit like that on Facebook and degrading your own people, falling into the system of supremacy and oppression by people that are paid to get you there, and you fall right into it. Probably about a handful of you, because it's really, you got to be real foolish, especially as a black man or woman, to even look up to some shit that Candace Owens or Terrence says. You don't realize their whole platform is white. You don't realize they're getting paid. You might as well hop on a bandwagon and get paid with them. Get out of here. All this systematic. It's a conspiracy. Ain't no shit, no fucking conspiracy. Just like cloning us black women all the time. I guess Kardashians, their job is done. Because now people want to tarnish their names. Now all of a sudden you want to tarnish the Kardashians' name. I guess their jobs are done, right? They done got thousands, hundreds of thousands of women to clone us black women to try to imitate us black women, right? To get to the black man. That's no conspiracy. That ain't no secret. You got people that already exposed that. You got dating sites with women that fucking paint their face bronze, put pounds of foundation. White women that put pounds of brown foundation on their face to look like a black woman. And when that black man meets them, they're not black. Put perms in their hair to get curly hair. Put pounds of foundation on their face. That's sick. And put on your profile that you are a Hispanic black woman or a black woman. That's sick. That's sick as fuck. They lynch off the black man and they try to imitate the black woman. It's sick. Once Kardashians came out, you had to train. It really sickened me watching that shit. All you see is white women with massive filler in their lips, filler on their jawbone and their cheekbones to have that anime look that we do naturally. That jawbone and our high cheekbones that make our eyes wide shaped and our lips pouty like mine. And then you going to get purposely going to get fat suction out your body so you can slap it in your hips and your ass, but yet you look out of proportion because the rest of your body don't match with it. That shit is sickening. You want to walk around wearing lace front wigs, style that we created, imitate everything of the black woman. We want to imitate everything of the black woman. Every fucking thing. Even the black men. But yet try to discard us. Guess again, bitch, that will never happen. And they know that. That's why you try to keep the blacks oppressed. But it's not happening. You're a minority and you're becoming extinct. And without us, as long as we continue to wake up, you will be extinct. In all reality. And that is your biggest fear when a black man conquers the world. Power to the people. Have a good day, Facebook. To my real friends and my family, have a blessed day. And God bless you always. Stay woke.